I gotta do a live stream. Hello, America. This is Chris Ryan from Western Massachusetts GOP Patriots Political Action Committee, reporting live from Dallas CPAC. America First conservative Republican candidate Jeffrey Sossa-Paquette is being interviewed live as we speak on Right Side Broadcasting. If you're on Facebook, go to Right Side Broadcasting. You should be on it anyway. Shame on you if you're not. You can watch this interview live. It's not complicated. Just go right into the page, scroll just a little bit. You'll see the live broadcast. It's impossible to miss. Impossible. So he's being interviewed. I had to speak with these ladies, and they were kind of looking at me like, who's this arsehole wearing a Correctional Officers for Trump 2020 T-shirt? And I said, well, wait a second. You just interviewed Anthony Bouchard, who's going to primary the traitor, the Republican, so-called Republican traitor, Liz Cheney. And so I said, well, this guy's got a story to tell. He's running against the Marxist Jim McGovern. As soon as I said that, this lady right here immediately caught the significance of that. One of the well-known broadcasters, this one too. I'm embarrassed. I can't remember their names right now on the hype. He's also one of the. It's like a three-team. This gentleman, the black gentleman in the middle, this lady, and this lady. They're a fixture on Right. So they started in a guy's basement, like 2018, and they started going to Trump rallies with a suitcase full of gear. And then they relied on simple donations, just donations from the watchers. And now they'll have just on their own, 30, 40,000 people watching the live stream, and then that doesn't count the shares. And so oftentimes, President Trump was so impressed. He mentioned them in his last speech recently, called them right out, and just thanked them for everything they do. So these guys have an honored place in any Trump rally. You go in there and you see the somber fake news media. They're just losers, and these guys have front row access. They're right. They give them priority. Boom, right in front of the president. They earned it just from a guy's basement with his own gear, and they've come to this. So Jeffrey, I can't talk too loud. I don't want to interview but I don't know what he's saying. But you should be on this, or you can pull it up later. That's the other thing. They archive anything they do, so you're going to have to scroll. Who the F knows where this will be in an 8-hour, 6-hour broadcast. That's what Right Side does. They archive it, so if you miss the Trump rally or you're in a deserted island with good internet, you can just pull it up and watch it at your leisure. Or you're stuck and you don't have Fox News on your, but they don't. Fox News stinks. They don't even carry it. You know who is doing a good job right now is they never cut it off. Is Newsmax. Newsmax will interfere with all programming and just cover the entire speech. So Newsmax, if you have access to a television, if you're in between TV sets, on the road, on vacation, on the beach. You're 10 Coronas deep on the beach, and you just want to watch. You just pull it up and watch it. So this is what serious, respected conservative candidates can expect to see when they work it. They have to work it. And so this is a lesson for the Massachusetts GOP and any other state where you have candidates running for office. If you're a serious candidate, then you should be doing stuff like this. I mean, if you're running for select board, no, or mayor, no. But if you're running for federal office, yes, you have to be at these events and get to meet people, talk, raise money, get advice, talk with experts, share information, and you pick up valuable insights. So anybody who's throwing out the rhino, so-and-so's a rhino, so-and-so's a rhino. Well, does this look like a rhino to you? I don't know. You tell me. So find a better candidate who's not a rhino, and get them down here to participate at events. If you're a statewide candidate for office, governor, constitutional office, certainly if you're a federal candidate. By the way, I was just talking about Mr. Bouchard. This guy, I met him personally. I'm not going to get in his face. This is the guy that's going to primary the traitor Liz Cheney Anthony, I saw your interview. I just got Jeff on Right Side Broadcasting, and thank you for sharing advice with him last night about, as you know, he's he's challenging the traitor Marxist Jim McGovern, chairman of the Democrat Rules Committee. And can you tell us briefly what you're doing in Wyoming, trying to get rid of the traitor rhino Liz Cheney, who voted to impeach our president?
Well, look, it's all grassroots. I found that every time that I've won in my Senate seat, it's always about grassroots, about what the people want, what they're tired of, and advancing on just the issues that they care about. And look, I mean, people want limited government.
Right.
People want people that represent their views and are accountable to them.
Right. I saw some data you posted earlier. I just wanted to touch base on that. Looks like you're surging in the polls. Would that be correct?
Well, they took a big attack against me, and they thought that was going to bring me down. It did the opposite.
It did the opposite? So how many right now primary challenges does Liz Cheney have?
I think there's something like 7.
And so
there's some that aren't even.
And they're not even. And you're clearly the recognized leader in the race for Wyoming, right? I mean, no question. And what do you have? Double-digit lead or something over the other?
I mean, I don't remember the exact.
I saw that. I saw it.
Those multi-candidate race. I am the guy.
Commanding lead. Yeah. I mean, the fakers got to get out of the race and just endorse you. You know what I mean? They really do. I mean,
well, we got one guy that ran before. Actually, we had 2 guys that ran prior.
Yeah.
One of them got 15%, and he was 4th place. I mean, you start seeing random candidates that just keep thinking they have to get in the race.
Yeah, didn't President Trump email tweet a while back that he's not endorsing anybody yet, but he suggested there were too many people in the race, and he was concerned that could save her.
The most important thing that I saw that caught my interest is somebody close to President Trump said that he favored Missouri. That was the best thing that I saw.
Right. One has to be careful. I just read an opinion piece. I'm just not saying you didn't do this, but there are some people, especially some rhinos, that are pretending that they have the president's support, and they're getting crushed if they come out with that on their own. We all know what an endorsement looks like. He just puts it right out. The standard phrase, absolute and complete endorsement. I know you're going to get that. But we just got to get these. Everybody's concerned that with so many people in the primary that somehow she'll squeak out.
It is the normal game in Wyoming, just so you know.
Yeah.
It just seems like they just can't get it together.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. There's something good to be said about the Wyoming GOP when you guys censured her. About 3 days after the vote? How long did it take you to censure Liz Cheney? It was rapid.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. It started going around the state.
Yeah. Wyoming's a beautiful state.
But remember, the voters. I got to tell you, I was even kind of surprised myself when we started raising money. I had so many people saying, they're giving money to me instead of the Republican Party.
Right.
That's been, I think, some of our successes.
Yeah.
They know that my voting record is consistent. They know that my fight back against the leadership in an elected body is an oxymoron.
Well,
because leadership has their own agenda.
Right, and you just touched on something because, as you know, the Foundation for Applied Conservative Leadership, I think you know who they are, a guy named, Harvey, we had a class, and they teach that give your money directly to the candidate, don't give it to the party. And I'm glad you mentioned that. Ted Harvey runs the Ted. And so we hosted a class. We filled it in Massachusetts, and we've been having other patriot groups. He's been visiting Massachusetts probably more than any other state. The thing is so bad in Massachusetts, we have nothing to lose. Nothing. Nothing but our sacred honor, our fortune, and our lives. So anyway, Anthony, thank you very much. I can't shake hands; I'm too full. But thank you for and thanks to you, we were able to get the idea to get Jeff in here. I saw you, so I got it right on it, and they bought it. So, and good luck getting rid of the traitor, Liz Cheney. It was an honor to meet you. Okay, take care.
Hey, thanks.
This is Chris Ryan from Western Massachusetts GOP Patriots Political Action Committee, killing it. Jeff just concluded his interview. He gave me a double thumbs up. As you know, I couldn't get in there and listen to it. This is how you work the crowd, and I just want to do this. I mean, I'm not a candidate. The only thing I ever ran for office was a competitive town meeting seat. I won't tell you where I live because I don't want liberals burning my house down, though I do have personal protection. And so I'm not going to tell you where I live. It's only a matter of time before they start shooting at me and vandalizing my house. But I don't care. The American Revolution started in Massachusetts, and the only thing we have to lose, patriots, is our sacred honor, our treasure, and our lives. And so I'm just going to do this till I'm gone. We can't be bought. We're a political action committee. You might think that that's oxymoronic, but we're not for sale. We can't be bought. Yeah, we like to get $25 checks so we can pay the bills and buy some gear, and but we're not money driven. We're ideologically driven. So anybody in the Mass GOP, we're not for sale. We can't be bought. You're not going to dangle a $1,000 check on us and get us to compromise our principles. We'll take your money. Hey, if Governor Baker wrote us a $1,000 check, I'd take his money. That doesn't mean we're going to endorse him. Quite the contrary. So, just wanted to give you some background, how to work it, and I'm out of here. So, hey, how'd it go? I'm going to shut down. Awesome. Amazing interview. Okay, well, I don't want to. I already told people what to do. Go to Right Side Broadcasting. They archive that stuff. You're going to have to scroll for it. I'm not going to hold your hand for you. But thanks a lot. I just got an awesome interview of Anthony Bouchard. So I'm going to sign off and make America great again. Keep America great.